We would like to do this free movements again, and this time I would like to perhaps, if you observe it, I would like to stop certain places and tell you the place that my mind is centralized in a specific point in space, so it becomes clear to you how my mind travels through the centers and it becomes localized according to the way the skeleton is relating to space and according to the way the energy becomes the center of equilibrium. Yeah? So also I would like to tell you that once you begin to really practice and begin to learn the motions, everything will become much more easy and clear for you, because the mind will becomes more and more focused into your own sense of self, and you will find wonderful experiences with it. So let's start and then we go from it. So 5, 6, 7, and 8. Inflowing wave, foundation, outflowing wave, and then crown. And now, inflowing wave. Right now I am in the solar plexus. I'm descending to foundation, are opening, and now I will become the pelvic floor, pelvis, solar plexus, chest. When I'm expansion, I'm centralized, my mind is centralized in the chest. When I reverse the movement now, the movement opens from above and it reflects below too. So that will be the solar plexus, the pelvis, and the pelvic floor. Now when I enter in crown, that will be the centralization of the crown. If I continue, that will become the centralization of the head. If I continue, that will be the centralization of the throat. Right here will be the centralization of my heart, the centralization of the pelvic floor, the solar plexus, centralization of the pelvis in the organs and the pelvic floor, and now I will release it into expansion again. Now, in the reverse, that will be the centralization of the pelvic floor, the centralization of the solar plexus, the centralization of the chest, the centralization of the throat, the head, and the crown in infinity. As I'm descending now, right, like 2 inches below infinity, is the centralization of the head. Centralization of the head, the centralization of the throat, right there, full release of the throat, the centralization of the heart, right there. Now I'm descending, the centralization of the rib cage, right here, the centralization of the solar plexus, the centralization of the pelvis, the centralization of the pelvic floor. Inflowing wave, the centralization of the solar plexus, descending into pelvis, pelvic floor, it completes itself. So I would like to do it now without stopping in the flow. Okay, outer, inner, outer. Earth, ascending, solar plexus, chest, all the way up, and then from all the way up, I'm descending, I am midway descending, I'm connecting, my mind is traveling to the pelvic floor, and from the pelvic floor it ascends, and now through the flow, again it ascends, solar plexus, chest, throat, head, crown, crown, head, throat, chest, solar plexus, pelvis, pelvic floor. Beautiful. And then from the release of the symmetrical movement, we go interchanging balance in the flow. Now interchanging balance allow me to move sideways. Beautiful. And as I'm moving sideways, all the centers are still open. All the 7 centers are opening through the center, the side to side balance. Beautiful. Remember to center, inflowing wave, outflowing wave, and crown. When I'm in crown, to complete, I am all the way on top of the head and all the way down into the pelvic floor. And the 7 centers are totally aligned in the center of space. Beautiful. Inside of space is this spiral that I'm centralizing the body, and that is my definition of 0 point. Okay? Thank you. In the preceding section, we learn about the inner outer mandala and the outer inner mandala. And we learn about the principle of gravitational expansion, which is changing the center of gravity and all of the movement from the pelvic floor to the crown and from the crown to the pelvic floor. So let's practice the movements. I'm going to do the movements now in the diagonal again, and we go through all the movements that we learn. And I want you to observe as you learn the change in center of gravity again from the pelvic floor to the crown and to the crown to the pelvic floor. Remember that we start defining 0 point by the placements of your legs, which allows you to centralize the seated bones in the hips and allows you to find the shoulders in relation to the hip, and then the 7 centers, which is the pelvic floor, the pelvis, the solar plexus, the chest, which is your arms, the throat, the head, and the crown. And then descending, crown, head, throat, chest, which also we call the heart, the solar plexus, the pelvis, and the pelvic floor, and then 0 point balance, the connection of the spheres and the hands. And here we go. So 5, 6, 7, and 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, outflowing wave, 2, 3, crown, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, crown, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, crown. Second movement, 2, 3, 4, ascending through center to central heart, which is the definition of the solar plexus and your heart and the center of space. Descending, ascending to foundation, outflowing wave, and crown. The third movement, 1, 2, 3, 4, ascending, the releasing wave to suspended diamond. The throat open, it releases, descending, ascending, foundation, 2, 3, crown. The fourth movement, 2, 3, 4, the delicate heart to central crown, then circling a spiral to moving heart, unfolding, central crown, descending to the connection self at count 5, 6, 7, and 8, and now the inner mandala all the way through to infinity, 2, 3, expansion 4, 2, 3, and 4, 1, 2, 3, and 4, complete and crown, 2, 3, and 4. And now the interchanging balance, 3 and 4, 1 and 2, 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 3 and 4, returning to symmetry, the center of space, descending, ascending, outflowing wave, and crown. Beautiful. Now, the 3 definitions. Definition of earth. 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And the release of earth. 2, 3, and 4. Then circling a spiral. 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Offering self. 2, 3, crown. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Unfolding earth, riding the wave to expansion. Divining expansion. Descending. 2, 3, crown. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Releasing expansion. Encircling the wave. 4, 1, 2. Entering crown. 4. Offering heart. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3. Crown. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, riding the wave, touching expansion, encircling to heaven, defining heaven, infinity, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, crown, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, earth releasing, expansion, 2, 3, heaven, the release of heaven, encircling the wave, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, infinity, 3, expansion, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now the outer inner mandala, 3 and 4. We complete the entire form of the outer mandala and descending, entering crown through the inner mandala. Gravitational transfer within every frame. 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, and 4. And we'll reverse it. 2, 3, starting from foundation, all the centers, infinity scale, infinity, going to expansion, arriving to expansion, moving through crown. 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, and 4. And now the last movement, interchanging balance. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. The last one. 1, 2, 3, 4. Returning to the center and descending to foundation, outflowing wave, 4. And now we complete the last movement that we have learned. Beautiful.